We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome back to another Lightsaber Theory. So on today's Lightsaber Theory, we will be talking about some of the inconsistencies with the construction of lightsabers. Now, what exactly do I mean by that? Well, if you look at some of the early movies, you are going to kind of pick up on where I am going with this. Now, we have seen it many times over, how incredibly powerful a lightsaber is. Unfortunately, the hilts of the lightsabers aren't quite impervious to taking damage. We first see this happen in Episode 1, Phantom Menace, when Darth Maul's double-bladed lightsaber is chopped in half by Obi-Wan Kenobi. We also see it happen in Attack of the Clones, when Anakin's lightsaber gets destroyed by the machinery. We also get a very good scene right here from the MMORPG game, The Old Republic. As you can see, Malgus turns around and he slashes Satele Shan's double-bladed lightsaber clear in half, rendering it absolutely useless. Now, as we all know, well, at least most of us do, that cortosis is one of those metals that is actually impervious to lightsaber blades. But depending on which canon you are following, a lightsaber could eventually cut through something that is made of cortosis. But there is also another problem with this as being a metal to be used by lightsabers, because cortosis, once again, depending on which canon you are following, has the ability to short out a lightsaber. So, obviously, this cannot be used to shore up the hilt of a lightsaber to make it impervious to damage. However, the Old Republic game has already given us the answer, because if you look here, they are using saber staffs. Now, these saber staffs or lightsaber pikes have a certain metal in them that makes them impervious to lightsaber attacks. We've already ruled out cortosis, so what could it be? It is a metal called frick. Now, frick was a rare metallic compound that could withstand a lightsaber blade. Although, unlike cortosis, frick did not possess the ability to cause the blade to short out. Frick was most notably used in the construction of the electro staffs wielded by General Grievous's Magna Guards. So it would just stand to reason that the lightsaber staff, or lightsaber pike, if you will, has frick throughout the metal components of the staff itself. Which would beg the question, when you know that there is a very good possibility that your lightsaber hilt is going to get destroyed by another lightsaber, why would you not use a metal that make it almost impervious to it? This would only make sense. Now, I realize that it is a very rare metallic compound, but I'm pretty sure if they could find extremely rare crystals to use in their lightsabers, they probably could find that rare metal as well to make their lightsaber hilts out of. Now imagine how much differently the battle would have went down with Darth Maul and Obi-Wan if he wasn't able to cut his double-bladed staff in half. Because a double-bladed saber, where that hilt is no longer in jeopardy of being sliced in half by another saber, it increases its effectiveness tenfold, because now the entire weapon is able to be used on the attack, because you no longer have to worry about that dead spot in the middle where your double-bladed saber is going to get chopped in half. This would make it extremely effective, because at that point you no longer have to worry about getting your blades into position with that double-bladed saber, working them around your body. You can now use the middle of that hilt to block an incoming attack, which also covers a lot more of your body than the traditional double-bladed saber, where you need to spin it around in place in order to block or move your body in a certain way to get yourself in a position to be able to use that double-bladed saber. Now you can use the middle of that hilt to block any attack from any position. And as being an extremely long weapon, the hilts on the double-bladed lightsabers are a lot longer than the traditional hilt on most standard single sabers. So even if every single Jedi or Sith could not have frick in the construction of their hilt, you would think at the very least those that are using a double-bladed saber would think of using this type of metal. It just makes sense. And why it was never done, or why it really wasn't explored that much, well, that seems to be some extremely flawed thinking. To me, this seems like an incredibly simple solution to an extremely flawed design. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, if you've enjoyed what you heard and what you've seen, go ahead and destroy that like button for me. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. The Guinea Pig Collective is happy that you are here, and we hope that you will subscribe. And I will catch you all next time. Later, y'all.